सवितुर्वरेण्यं धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्। ॐ गणानां त्वा गणपतिगुं हवामहे कवैः कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पतः शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनं प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजनीवती दीनामदित्रयवतु। गणेशाय नमः सरस्वत्यै नमः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम्। ॐ अथ सूर्याधर्माङ्गिरसंज्ञाख्यास्यामः ब्रह्मा ऋषिः गायत्री छन्दः आदित्यो देवता हंससोऽहमग्निनारायणयुक्तं बीजं विल्लेखा शक्तिः वियतादिसर्गसंयुक्तं कीलकं चतुर्विधपुरुषार्थसिद्ध्यर्थे विनियोगः षट्स्वरारूढेन बीजेन षडङ्गं रक्ताम्बुजसंस्थितं सप्ताश्वरदिनं हिरण्यवर्णं चतुर्भुजं पद्मद्वयाभयवरदहस्तं कालचक्रप्रणेतारं श्रीसूर्यनारायणं य एवं वेद स वै ब्राह्मणः। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्। सूर्य आत्मा जगतस्तस्तु षष्ठ सूर्यात् वै कल्विमानि भूतानि जायन्ते सूर्यायज्ञः पर्जन्यो नमात्मा नमस्ते आदित्या त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं कर्म कर्तासि त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं विष्णुरसि त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं रुद्रोऽसि त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं मृगसि त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं यजुरसि त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं सामासि त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षमथर्वासि त्वमेव सर्वं चान्दोऽसि। आदित्यात् वायुर्जायते आदित्यात् भूमिर्जायते आदित्यात् आपो जायन्ते आदित्यात् ज्योतिर्जायते आदित्यात् व्योमदिशो जायन्ते आदित्यात् एवा जायन्ते आदित्यात् वेदा जायन्ते आदित्यो वा एष एकन्मण्डलं तपति असावादित्यो ब्रह्मा आदित्यो नन्तकरणमनो बुद्धिचित्ताहङ्काराः आदित्यो वैश्यानसमानो दानो बाणप्राणाः आदित्यो वैश्रोत्तर्वक्षुरसनप्राणाः आदित्यो वै वाक्पाणिपादपायुपस्ताः आदित्यो वै शब्दस्पर्शरूपरसगन्धाः आदित्यो वै वचनादानागमनविसर्गानन्दाः आनन्दमयो विज्ञानमयो विज्ञानगणः आदित्यः नमो मित्राय भानवे मृत्योः महाभागे राजिष्णवे विश्वहेतवे नमः। सूर्यात् भवन्ति भूतानि सूर्येण पालितानि तु सूर्येण प्राप्नुवन्ति यः सूर्यसोऽहमेव च चक्षुर्नो देवः सविता चक्षुर्न उत पर्वतः चक्षुर्दाता ददातु नः आदित्याय विद्महे सहस्रकिरणाय धीमहि तन्नो सूर्यः प्रचोदयात्। सविता पुरस्तात् सविता पश्चात् वसवतु सर्वदा दिगुं सवितानो राशतां दीर्घमायुः। ॐ इत्येकाक्षरं ब्रह्मा गृणीरिति द्वे अक्षरे सूर्य इत्यक्षरद्वयम् आदित्याय इति त्रीणि अक्षराणि एकस्यैव सूर्यस्याष्टाक्षरो मनुः यः सदा हर हर जपति स वै ब्राह्मणो भवति स वै ब्राह्मणो भवति। सूर्याभिमुखो जत्वा महाव्याधभयात् प्रमुच्यते अलक्ष्मीर्नश्यति अभक्षभक्षणात् पूतो भवति अगम्यगमनात् पूतो भवति पतितसम्भाषणात् पूतो भवति असत्सम्भाषणात् पूतो भवति। मध्याह्ने सूर्याभिमुखं पठेत् सद्योत्पन्नपञ्चमहापातकात् प्रमुच्यते। सैषा सावित्रीं विद्यां न किञ्चित् न कस्मैचित् प्रशंसये। य एतां महाभागः प्रातः पतति स भाग्यवान् जायते पशून् विन्दति वेदाहारं लभते त्रिकालमेतत् चत्वा चतुशतफलमवाप्नोति। हस्तादित्ये जपति महामृत्युं तरति स महामृत्युं तरति य एवं वेद इत्युपनिषत्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महीमहीषाः। गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
Good afternoon. Sairam everyone. Ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, infants, did I leave anyone out? How are you all doing?
Good.
Very nice. My name, for those of you who care, or for those of you who have a short memory, is Murali. On behalf of the SSC students, SSC teachers, and the committee members, I have the honor and the great pleasure of inviting all of you for this Easwaramma Day Celebrations. An afternoon we hope will be engaging, educating, entertaining, and of course, elevating. I have a question for you. How many of you are here to witness your child or grandchild's performance? Shall we say 30, 40? How many of you are here because someone dear to you insisted on your coming? Few. How many of you are here to be in the company of friends you know and value? I thought that should be all of us. Can you raise your hands again? Thank you. Where am I going with all this? We have just established the fact that we are all here with our families, next to people who are dear to us, and amongst our friends. Hence, this event is not, I repeat, is not organized by one group and attended by another. We are all organizers and participants. To borrow a few words from Lincoln, this event is by us, for us, and of us. Okay. Having established that, let me move on to tell you a little bit more about our plans for the afternoon. As you know, we are celebrating the Easwaramma Day. And the flipbook we just showed you was to provide a glimpse into Easwaramma, our Easwara's Amma. Quite simply, our Easwaramma Day event provides an opportunity for our SSC students to show their love for Swami. We will have each of our SSC groups present a play, a skit, or a presentation. We will also be disclosing the results of the survey many of you responded to. Looking at your faces, I know that we are going to have a great time. And now, if you can just switch off those cell phones and focus on the text messages and visuals here. We have a bigger screen and more interesting messages. Look up and get to know as many people as you can. There is no ceiling on having fun. Here is Nikhil to introduce the survey analysis. Nikhil.
Good afternoon and Sairam everyone. I'm Nikhil and I'm from Group 4. As many of you may be aware, we recently did a survey among center members. And before we start getting into the details, we would like to thank you all for your responses. We received 75 responses, and that's great given that surveys normally only get 10 to 40% back. For those of you interested in the data about data, here we go. The split between ladies and gents is almost equal, and consistent with our population, 5% of respondents were Swami students. Now that you know the general details, we will start with our analysis. The subject of the survey was one that evoked much discussion in our classes: discipline and self-control. I'll start with question 3, which is about missed commitments. How many times have you missed your commitments in the last 6 months at work or home? As you can see from the analysis, It looks like a majority of you responded 2 to 3 times. 1/3 of you never missed a deadline, and 6% do it all the time, or more than 5 times. Thank you.
There are times it happens, as it always, that there is somebody missing. So today, it's my duty to act as the surrogate Namrata. So I'm going to read what she was supposed to say.
Right here.
Take the blue one. Yellow.
Saram, everyone. Saram. Come on, let's be louder for Swami. Saram, everyone. Saram. That's good. Saram, my name's Namrata, and I'm a Group 4 SSC student. Today, I want to talk to you about question 4. Question 4 is also about missing commitments. It's about making and keeping resolutions. You know, the type we usually see during the New Year's. Anyways, question 4 reads, which statement is most applicable to you? A, when I make a resolution, I always keep it. B, I keep my resolutions most of the time. C, I am not consistent at keeping my resolutions. Or D, I never make resolutions. As you can see from the analysis, a whooping 88% of you kept your resolutions most of the time. The answers are split equally between those who always kept their resolutions and people who are not consistent at keeping their resolutions. But the intriguing question is, how do we classify those who never make resolutions? Do you think they're consistent or not? Think about it. Thank you.
Hope you enjoyed those analysis, including my mistake. We have more in store later, not the mistakes, but other things. Our first item is Group 1. Remember, Group 1 is our youngest class, grades 1, 2, and 3. We have 13 boys and 5 girls in Group 1. A very energetic class, if I may add, made up of kids who are fond of asking why. When you watch them, remember these as well. They have just become more social and participating members of the community. They still confuse fact with fantasy. I have one of the Group 1 teachers, Madhu Jinsi, to introduce the Group 1 item. Madhu?
Sairam at the feet of our beloved Swami. Welcome, Sai brothers and sisters. It is indeed an honor to stand here representing Group 1. Most of y'all are familiar with our little Bangarus in Group 1, grade 1, 2, 3. But what many of y'all do not see is that our big Bangarus in Group 1 outnumber the little ones 2:1. And the production you see here today is the work of many, many people. Just to name a few, Jaya, Sananda, our fabulous costume designer. We also have many teachers involved, Teja, Mohan, who's been helping in many ways, getting the students, to love Baba, see Baba, with all his anecdotes. And of course, the fabulous team I have in Group 1, Rupa and Priya, who are absolutely phenomenal. Also Madhumita, who's made sure that all the little Bangarus are always well fed and ready. And so today, we're very grateful for the many forms in which Baba comes to us, big and small in Group 1. It is truly a miracle. I've been teaching for many years now, and each time I'm always amazed by the love that comes from all these people, whether they're direct volunteers, parents, whether they're committee members or others. So very, very grateful. And in a little while, you'll be seeing our little Group 1 Bangarus on stage as little stars. And there is a big dilemma in heaven. Heaven is a place where everything always goes well, it's all peaceful, people aspire to it, and Indra is sitting there very happily. Oh my gosh, it's another wonderful day in heaven when the unthinkable happens. For the first time in the history of heaven, there's a thief. And this is not an ordinary thief. It's a thief who's also a kidnapper. He has kidnapped Mother Saraswati, Lord Shiva, Mother Parvati, and even big things like the big Mount Meru. So, in a little while, help us figure out this mystery with our little group 1 Pangarus. Sarah.
Lord Indra, thanks to your divine rule, heaven is blessed with peace and security. You are indeed so great, O Lord, that truth and right conduct reign supreme in our beautiful realms. Great Lord of the heavens, the unthinkable has happened. A crime, a terrible crime. What? No crime happens in heaven. What are you saying? O Deva King, Almighty One, I beg your pardon 1,000 times, but there has been a robbery. What? Yes, O great ones, the celestial lotuses that serve as the seeds for the Creator, Lord Brahma, and the goddess of learning, Saraswati, are missing. I have searched everywhere, and there's no sign of the missing flowers. This is serious indeed. Unrighteousness seems to have finally struck the heavens too. A big problem. Mother Saraswati has been kidnapped. I was helping search for the missing lotuses when I realized she was nowhere to be found. Our beloved mother is missing. Ooh, who would dare to commit such a dastardly act? I have a suggestion, great Indra. What if we call 5 elements to form a search party? That is indeed an excellent idea. Earth, wind, fire, water, and ether. These 5 devas are everywhere. No one can hide from them.
I will immediately go and summon them to your presence. I will tell them that this is an absolute and total emergency.
Announcing the great elements. Welcome, elements. Our King Indra faces a tough challenge from a clever and bold thief. Yes, we need all 5 of you. 1, 2, 3. Where are 4 and 5? Where is fire? Where is ether? Fire is lost. The last I saw him, he was burning up a forest and enjoying that meal. And then after that, nothing. He has disappeared as though he never existed. Same for ether. We have searched and searched. Both are gone. We have lost our beloved friends, the fire and ether devas. Oh, what will happen now? Announcing Sage Nada! lotuses on which she and Brahma sit, as well as the fire deva and ether deva are all missing. Can you help us find them? Of course. It is not for nothing that I wandered through the three worlds and know all Narayan. Narayan, 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 Narayan. Narayan, 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 Narayan. I do not have any idea. Announcing the great god of death, Yama. Who dares to steal my mount? Mount Yama, the mighty Lord of Death, is terror than planting its foot in the heavens. Beware! I will crush this thief when I find him. Bring him on! The dastardly thief has struck again. He is incredibly bold to take on Lord Yama. What a foolhardy thing to do. Does he not know not to challenge Yama? It is less that he took on the fire deva. Our fiery friend burns anything and everything in his path. Nothing can withstand him. And ether, he can make anything out of nothing.
This thief has no idea how many enemies he is making. And why is he doing that? Does he not know our might? Combined, we are invincible. We will find and destroy him, unless he is stronger than we are.
I'm bringing additional bad news, O Lord Indra. The thief seems to have struck at multiple places. The moon god, who shines brightly at night, is gone. So has the beautiful Mount Meru.
I'll show this thief. Tough times call for tough measures. Call my powerful cloud army. This thief will be no match for my thunderbolt. You want to talk to him? That is a good idea, but how do I say this? But this is really hard. This is so difficult. What Nandi is trying to say is that you can't talk to Shiva. Yes, my incredible father is missing, as is my mother Parvati. The sorrow is unbearable. Where could they be? My elder brother, the beloved of the universe, Lord Ganesha, is missing too. Look, it's Narayana. help us? Hail Vishnu! Lord, you alone can save us from this impending calamity. Several thefts have been reported. We don't know who is the culprit, but we fear his power.
That you must, for he wields the greatest power in the universe.
And pray, which weapon is that, O Lord? What could be more powerful than all our divine weapons?
The weapon called love. Listen, O denizens of the heavens. Lord Shiva and Mother Parvati have not been kidnapped. They have gone to the world on their own accord as Bhagavan Shri Sathya Sai Baba, the Shiva Shakti Swarupa. And to assist this avatarhood, the moon has been taken to serve as the face, the lotuses to serve as his eyes. Agni, the Lord of Fire, serves as his robe, and the beautiful Mount Meru sits on his cheek as the divine mold. Ita Deva is delighted to serve such many miracles, and Indra, the cloud army, is in his service as his beautiful curly hair. Lord Ganesha sits at the entrance of his abode, while Goddess Saraswati is at the entrance of his educational training ground. He has gone to earth to empower man with the greatest force in the universe, love.
Yay! Oh Lord, what about my buffalo?
Ah, I forgot. He has only taken them all as his students. Durinapota, he calls them.
And so it was the heavenly thief turned out to be our dear Swami, the stealer of hearts, our Chitta Chora. All of heaven and earth itself serves our divine Sathya Sai Baba. We are blessed to be in his loving grace.
Did you all like that?
Yeah!
Did I tell you that they are grades 1, 2, and 3? Yeah, I think I did. You know, I wish I could have been that courageous and bold when I was their age, which of course was many years ago. Talking of ages, maturity, spiritual or otherwise, is not really related to age. Just the other day, we had a young group 3 student ask a very thoughtful question to the young adults. She asked, can we love and fear a person at the same time? Which both amused and amazed me. It was an excellent question, which elicited an equally excellent response. Just goes to show that all our assumptions of children being too young for spiritual talk is just that, assumption. Time for me to start. I have 2 young people here to talk about, Anusha and Saira. Coincidentally, they are going to talk about quiet time and spirituality.
Sairamo, my name is Anusha. I'm a Group 4 student, and I'm here to talk about question 5 of the survey. This question has to do with inner strength and looking inside oneself. Obviously, discipline and self-control have a lot to do with looking inside oneself. And this question reads, how much time do you spend in personal time or quiet time and in meditation? As for the responses, it looks like 11% received more than 10 hours a week, but 14% got hardly any time to reflect. What about time spent coming to the center every Sunday for bhajans?
What about the time it took you to respond to the survey? Didn't you have to look inside yourself and reflect? Sayram.
Saram.
Saram.
My name is Saram Sandarajan, and I'm a Group 4 Sci Teen Youth student. I want to tell you about question 7. It's about looking inwards. The correlation between becoming more spiritual and becoming more disciplined with self-control. Give me a moment. The question reads, do you believe that the more spiritual you are, the more disciplined you become? As you can see, an overwhelming 80% of you agreed or strongly agreed. But what about the 20% who disagree? I always thought discipline and self-control were synonymous with spirituality. Makes one think, does it not? Thank you.
Interesting, isn't it? 14% do not get much of quiet time, and 20% disagree that spirituality leads to discipline and self-control. By the way, we are about to witness an item on disturbed mind, a very young mind at that. Our very young Group 2 students want to tell you some important things. Just to remind you, Group 2 are in grades 4, 5 and 6. We have 6 boys and 7 girls in Group 2. Keep in mind that at this age, they begin to ask moral questions in simple matters, especially in the context of their social peer group. They show preferences for a certain social peer group. They adopt special heroes in addition to parents as role models. They seek to solidify their relationship with adults. They seek approval from both parents and teachers. I now invite Sai Sri Cherikuri, one of our Group 2 teachers, to introduce the Group 2 play. Sai Sri.
My humble salutations at thy lotus feet. Sairam everyone. Today we Group 2 are here to play entitled Common Sense, the story of Neil. As we all know, Swami always says, master the mind, be a mastermind. In order to master the mind, we all need to have control of our senses. Today we will witness Neil's journey, how he controlled over his senses. I will take a moment to thank Rama Gotur and Padma Gotur for helping us with the script, and Pavan and Kiran for helping with the audio system. And I would like to thank all the parents who helped us with this event. For now, just relax and watch and enjoy Common Sense, the story of Neil.
Swami says, control extremely important for students. He says, God has given each one of you 5 senses. Make proper use of them and sanctify your lives. If you see bad things, listen to bad talk, and indulge in bad activities, you will ultimately ruin yourselves. Now, let's put our eyes and ears to good use and watch Common Sense, the story of Neil.
Stop it, Mom. I hate that. And don't call me Nilu. I'm not 2 years old. Why don't you just go away and get me some fries and Coke?
Is that how you talk to your mother, Neil? Apologize to her immediately.
Nilu, Nilu's in trouble, trouble. Nilu, Nilu's in trouble, trouble.
You keep quiet.
Stop it, Neil. What's wrong with you? What has happened to you?
Neil had always been a good boy, but after a 6-week tennis camp, when he stayed with his friend Bobby, he seemed different. What happened to Neil? Why had he changed so much? Let's ask Fantastic Five, our 5 senses, our own dream team. They always know what's going on.
Boys and girls out there, hello. We are the team of 5. Your eyes and ears, plug us everything we come alive. The good Lord gifted us with you so you could life and joy. And also serve your brothers, spreading happiness and joy. So use us well and lend your much for we all should be. But use us still and things will go downhill immediately. Gather around, everyone. The question is, what happened to Neil? Well, here is my view. TV happened to Neil. Every day, Bobby and Neil would come home from tennis and watch TV. Show after show, episode after episode, even during dinner. Sometimes nor eating dinner. Imagine so many harmful images consumed by the eye, along with food, one after the other. What do you think, dear?
Yes, continuous television. That is what happened to Neil. And TV and movies are not only full of negative sights, but also negative sounds, which enter the mind and create agitation. Ooh, just think. This is what Neil was feeding his ears.
And let us not forget the tongue. When young people see stars on TV, telling lies, talking gossip, and speaking rudely all the time, they think it's cool and do the same. We may not be physically violent, but we do use our tongue to lash out. No wonder Neil talked so rudely to his mother.
Physical violence is not reduced. TVs and movies are making these young boys think that abusing and beating up others is cool. See how quickly Bobby raises his hand against people who disagree with him. And sadly, this is what Neil learned from him.
Sadly indeed, people have the power to do so much good with their tongue and hands, yet they use these 2 organs to do harm.
Not only that, wounds inflicted by the tongue and hands, especially the tongue, can never be healed. Nose, what do you smell?
These negative thoughts and feelings are also the result of eating bad foods. Did you notice Neil asking for fries? Bobby is always eating junk food, and these greasy smells and impure flavors are what Neil was feeding his nose every day.
So we all agree Neil's behavior changed because in the company of his friend Bobby, he forgot the right way in which each of us should be used. In other words, he stopped controlling his senses. That is what happened to Neil.
Let us immediately go over to Neil and his parents and explain what happened. We must tell Neil where he went wrong and what Swami says. After all, we are the team of 5 and always on his side.
Here comes the team of 5, the Fantastic 5. I believe they wish to speak to Neil. Young Neil, we will explain all. We are your eyes,
Your ears,
your tongue, your nose,
And your hands. We know you are in trouble with your dad. And even though you may not realize it, we are the reason you are in trouble.
Hey, hold it. What are you saying? Well, you love Swami. You? Of course. But what has that to do with you and my troubles? When you love Swami, you should put your eyes
voice, for example.
Thank God for our hearing, that we have been blessed to hear Swami's divine voice.
Do you know, young Mia, that we learn a lot through our ears? Can you believe that the Vedas were passed down orally, century after century? Now that is right listening.
Wow, I also learned bhajans by listening. Dad says I have a good ear. I guess you like me more than Mia, Auntie Ear, right? He can sing it all.
I learned slokas in my SSC class by listening carefully to our guru.
Now, young Mira, I like your brother as much as I like you. His gift is his great concentration, which Swami says is very important. When you are in SSC class, for example, you must listen very carefully. Think about what you heard and then put into practice. That is the right way to listen.
And young man, even more important than how you see and listen is how you speak. Be very careful how you use your tongue. Swami tells us over and over again to talk with love and never use words that hurt people or make them sad. Do not abuse your tongue.
Your language to your mother just now was very harsh and hurtful, Neil. I was so disappointed in you.
Tell me, Neil, what if Bobby told your teacher that you cheated on the exam, even though he knew that was not true? How would you feel?
I'd feel very bad, especially if I was unable to convince her that I did not cheat.
Exactly. Of all the senses, controlling the tongue is most important. Speak softly and sweetly. Speak obligingly, even if you cannot oblige. Swami says. And don't speak illly.
Hear that, Neil? Don't tell tales about your sweet sister. Right, Uncle Tom?
You are young, Neil, and you must learn to use your tongue well, to pray for others, teach them, console them, speak with love, and sing the glory of God, but never speak hatefully, disrespectfully, rudely, slanderously, for then you are abusing me.
You should also mind your tongue and nose when you eat. Do not run after unhealthy foods just because they are tasty, but also do not avoid healthy foods just because they're not tasty.
But I love food. I love pizza and the smell of pizza. I love chocolate and...
Nothing's wrong with that, dear boy, but be disciplined and try to eat pure and sizable foods. Sense of smell is a very strong one and is the oldest sense and indicator of many things, good and bad. Have you not heard the expression, you can smell fear and disgust? It is true. Then why would you not make good use of such a powerful sense?
And now, young Neil, it is my turn. As with other sense organs, your hands can be used to help or to hurt. You can be kind to others in 100 ways. A friendly handshake, a gentle pat on the shoulder, a warm hug, feeding the poor, or you can be harmful, raising your hand, making a fist, and so on.
I like them.
Do you get what they're trying to tell you? Does it all make sense?
Yes, senses do make sense. It's pretty simple. Our eyes, ears, tongue, and hands, and nose. And of course, the powerful nose are all gifts from God. So we must take care of them well and put them to good use and not abuse them. We must use our vision, our hearing, touch, speech, and taste for the benefit of others.
Remember, it is a chain. Senses feed the mind and affect our thoughts, which leads to actions and words. So right vision, right speech, right listening will produce right actions. And the opposite happens if you abuse your senses. And also remember, when you do not control your senses, it is the same as telling Swami that you do not love him. Yet I know how much you love Swami.
Yes, I see now. Loving Swami means choosing what is good and pure and controlling our senses so that they don't take control of us and drag us down. But, you know what, Mom? That's simple common sense, is it not? High five, Fantastic Five.
Wasn't that good? Yeah. I especially like the end. It made me want to use my feet also to dance. No. Oh, I'm sure we all learned a thing or two about our body parts. Fantastic time indeed. But wait. How is it 5? 2 ears, 2 eyes, 1 nose, 10 fingers, 1 tongue. Hey, is it 15 or 5? My math was never good. Oh, there is one math we all need to know. The difference between 2015 and 1926. Yes, this is the 90th year of our dear Swami's birth. Our center is planning a sequence of events around Swami's birthday. Any of you kids, you know Swami's birthday, right? When is it? Oh no. November 23rd, correct. Mark your calendars, okay? You should also mark your calendar for the retreat during the Memorial Weekend, coming up in just 3 weeks. It's very good thing for kids and adults alike. When my kids were growing up, they made many friends from other regions when we attended the North Central region retreats. Talking of kids reminds me, here are 2 young people who do want to talk about kids. Both your own and our center SSC children. Can we have the lights off, please, for them?
Sairam. My name is Vijay and I am a Group 3 student. After seeing such disciplined acting from Group 1 and 2 kids, it is only fair we talk about the survey question that deals with discipline of kids. I am here to talk about question 6 of the survey. Question 6 deals with your perception of your child from a discipline and self-control dimension. The question reads, on a scale from 1 to 5, how would you rate your children on discipline and self-control? As you can see from the analysis, an overall majority, about 43%, said that your child is fairly well disciplined but can make some improvements, a grade of 4 out of 5. Only 10% of you said your children are not disciplined or lack self-control. Kids, remember, your parents have given it in writing. You are all fairly well disciplined. Let's do our best to keep this up. Thank you.
Sairam. As you guessed, I'll be speaking about question 8. This question is about all of us. It reads, on a scale of 1 to 5, how would you rate SSC students on discipline and self-control? And 2 things stand out from the analysis. 1 is that no one thinks we are beyond redemption. And 2, while only 17% think we get the highest scores in discipline, over 73% think we are okay or better than okay. We have an average of 3.6 out of 5, and our teachers tell us it's a good score. Thank you.
Congratulations to all the kids for scoring well with our center members. And I didn't want to publicize my scores. I never got 3.7 anytime. I still get actually nightmares about my test at school. And guess what? Our Group 3 and Group 4 girls want to do just that, to test you. Well, I won't break the surprise. I will let them tell you. We have 6 girls each in Group 3 and Group 4. They are in a way typical teenagers. They seek to establish themselves as individuals. They're idealistic, wanting to bring great change into the world. They enjoy having a degree of independence, but are also role models for our kids in Group 1 and 2. I have Beth Clark, our Group 3 teacher here, who will introduce the item. Beth?
Please.
Sairam.
Is it on? Sairam. The play that you're about to see was written and conceived by the Group 3 and Group 4 girls, and they just worked beautifully together. I'm sorry, I'm getting blinded. They wanted to address issues that they regularly confront in school, at home, and as SSE students, they face unusual challenges. And these issues don't have obvious or easy solutions. They originally thought they would work on discipline. They would address discipline because that's the basis of the LEAP program that the Group 3 and Group 4 students are working on. But as they started to write and started to talk about what they were doing, they started to questioning if what the challenges were was really had to do with discipline. And it was extremely gratifying as an SSE teacher to see them stop and think about which values they were really calling on to address the issues that they have to contend with. And the students just worked beautifully together. They were unified, they worked as a team from the inception of the idea to the writing, to the editing, and even to the staging. And on behalf of the other Group 3 and Group 4 girls, gurus, Malini and Devita and Maya, I just want to thank Swami for the opportunity to be his instrument. That he's allowed us to help nurture these young ladies into beautiful, compassionate, and caring adults. Now I invite you to enjoy the Group 3 and Group 4 girls' presentation, Life's Little Dilemmas.
There's one more mic, Anusha.
Sathya, and good afternoon, respected elders, dear brothers and sisters, and my fellow SSE students. Today, the Group 3 and Group 4 girls are going to present an interactive drama called Life's Little Dilemmas. We all have to make choices in our daily lives, but we decided to make this play a little different.
Today, you, the audience, is going to direct the play. We will give you a choice of 2 options, and collectively, as an audience, you will decide which one is best, according to what you have learned, and according to, most importantly, according to Swami's teachings. Although in reality, life is flexible, we would appreciate it if you could stick to the 2 options. You will have 1 minute as an audience to confer amongst yourselves, and then a vote will be taken. The option that receives the majority of the votes will then be performed.
We begin our play with Preethi. Some of our toughest students are made at school. Our first dilemma begins during Preethi's history class.
All right, class. So, let's start today's world history lesson.
Yes.
Oh, come on! That's not the spirit. Today, we will be learning about the splendid culture of India. I hope you all read last night's homework assignment. Why don't we start off with a fun little warm-up question that will be relevant to today's topic. Neela, why don't you answer this question? In what year did India gain its independence?
I believe it's 1947, Miss Fox.
That's right. Good job, Neela.
Absolutely wrong. It's actually 1968. Neela, please come prepared to class next time. I expect each and every student to know this basic material, especially because you were supposed to learn it for homework last night.
But, Miss Fox, I thought I was right.
No excuses. Next time, do your homework and be prepared.
But I know what Neela said was right. The homework assignment from last night said 1947. I'm positive that Miss Fox is wrong. I have to help Neela out. Miss Fox, I'm very sorry for interrupting you in the middle of class, but I feel the need to support Neela. The answer Neela said was correct.
Excuse me?
I believe that India did gain its independence in 1947, not 1968. Please forgive me if I have offended you.
Please sit down, Preeti. We will talk about this later if we have time. Now, class, please pay attention to the lesson. Oh my god, that Preeti girl in my history class is so annoying. She is such a know-it-all, and she had the outright nerve to correct me in front of the whole class. I honestly do not like that girl.
Really? She seems like a really nice girl. She always helps everyone in class and is always willing to try her best. I mean, I teach her math and she doesn't try to correct me.
She has a serious attitude problem. She was so rude to me in class today. Honestly, she embarrassed me in front of the entire class. Can you believe the nerve of that girl? I feel like asking to get her transferred to another teacher. She just has no respect.
Wow, by the sound of it, she seems like she has no manners and a real attitude problem. Maybe I did not see through it. She seems so cheerful and nice. I probably should watch out for her.
I don't think she has ever been disciplined before for her attitude. I mean, during my school and college days, we never had the nerve to behave in this fashion.
I think you really need to calm down. It really seems like you are blowing this out of proportion. Our school has students that come from different cultures and ethnicities. So some of the students do know more about topics relating to their background.
I am positive that you have never encountered such a rude, nasty show-off in all your years of teaching.
Actually, I have had some pretty bad ones. They would practically teach the entire lesson themselves and insult my knowledge in front of the whole class. That sounds like the Preeti you are describing.
You better believe it.
I can't believe Miss Fox. How did she not know the material she was supposedly teaching us? Miss Fox made a huge mistake calling you out like that. It was so horrible to see you put in the spotlight.
I know. Preeti, I have something really important to tell you.
I mean, seriously, everyone knows India gained independence in 1947.
Preeti, focus for a minute. I have something important to tell you.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so today, after class, I was walking to the bathroom and I overheard Miss Fox talking to two other teachers about our little scene today in class.
What did they say?
Well, Miss Fox told all the teachers that you are such a know-it-all and that you had the outright nerve to call Miss Fox out in front of the whole class.
She is making me seem like a bad person. I was just trying to help a friend.
And that's not all. She made the other teachers dislike you as well.
I hope she doesn't penalize me for helping a true friend. I thought that's what friendship is. Okay, well, I'm going to go inside.
Hey, don't worry about it. Tensions will ease. She's just making a big deal about nothing.
Thanks, Neela. Oh man, what am I going to do? Should I talk to her or maybe let it go?
Here, Preeti made an impulsive action and finds herself facing a tough decision. Should she talk to the teacher, or should she listen to Neela and lay low and let things settle? If she talks to the teacher, maybe she could set things right, but she might make the teacher even more upset. If she lays low, she might not be liked by the teachers. It is now up to you, the audience, to dictate to Preeti what to do, bearing in mind the pros and cons of each situation. Now here we see that we have option 1, which is Preeti to confront the teacher, and option 2 is for her to let the situation settle naturally. You will have 1 minute to deliberate amongst yourself, and then by a show of hands, we can decide what Preeti will do.
I'm about to take the vote.
So, who wants to do option 1 for Preeti to confront the teacher?
Option 1 with a change. Minding.
Option 2 here. We are different.
Who would like for option 2 to be performed? Let the situation settle naturally. Okay, it looks like a clear majority has chosen option 1 for Preeti to speak to the teacher. Let us see what happens.
Option 1. Next one is option 2. Kiran, volume.
I should not have confronted her in front of the class. Hello, Miss Fox.
Hello.
May I talk to you after class?
If you must.
Miss Fox, I am terribly sorry for offending you in class yesterday by openly correcting you.
I am sorry too. I realized that I made a mistake, and that I also got too excited. I was mainly angered at the way you tried to correct me in front of everybody.
I know. It was not a very wise decision, now that I look back on it. I promise not to do this again.
Let us see if your future actions reflect your words.
So that was scenario 1. Looks like it went well. Okay, so for scenario 2, we will look at a girl named Nikita who has to make the choice between 2 equally important commitments.
Sathya, grow up. Click.
Nikita, what are you planning to wear for your cousin Priya's wedding on Saturday evening? Oh yeah, the wedding. Wait, I have a test on Monday. My friends and I plan to have a study session on Saturday to prepare for the test. What time is the study session? I think it's around 5 to 7:30 p.m. I was going to ask you if you could give me a ride. Can't you move the study session to tomorrow morning? This is a very important event, and I am sure you wouldn't want to miss it. But my friends and I are on the soccer team, and we have a game tomorrow morning. Why couldn't you have the study group today? Mom, don't you remember? You're the one who signed me up for a music class on Fridays in the first place. Well, you have already committed to attend the wedding. And besides, you knew about this test for a few weeks. I don't understand why you waited until the last minute to study. Anyways, decide and come tell me. I'll be upstairs. Oh my God, I really need to go to the study group. Last time, my grade improved a lot after going. I have so many unanswered questions which will be discussed. But I really want to attend my cousin's wedding. I don't know. Should I go to the study group or to the wedding? I just don't know.
Now, dear listeners, you have just witnessed how your commitments can sometimes land you in a sticky spot. Should Nikita attend her family function or go to the study group? Bear in mind that she committed to going to the function months in advance, and going would mean a lot to her cousin. On the other hand, Nikita's grade is on the line, and this test could make or break her grade. So, what should Nikita do? Should she, in option 1, attend the family function, or in option 2, go to the study group. You will now have 1 minute to confer amongst yourselves.
Whatever you decide to go against, what is your whatever they decide to go opposite. Whatever the girls decide to go. If they decide one, we go. If they decide two, we go one. So we can't be safe. Let's have some fun.
How about option 2, have study circle and study at the wedding?
Option 3, 2.5.
No, study at the wedding.
That's hybrid. 3. 1 plus 2.
I press
1 minute is up. Everyone in favor of option 1, attend the family function, can you please raise your hands?
Whatever the women decide, we are going against them.
Keep your hands raised for a second. I am proud.
Hey, how about option 2?
Everyone in favor of option 2, can you please raise your hands?
Hey, thank you. Thank you.
How about option 3, Sathya?
Hey, support. What? Sita, you raise your hand, then I'm going option 1.
It appears as if the audience is in favor of option 2, which is for Nikita to go to the study group. We will now see that Nikita is about to sit for her exam. She has gone to the study group and benefited from the discussion. Let us see her reaction.
Sathya, 2.
Wow, I am so glad I went to the study group. I know that Priya is upset that I didn't attend the wedding, but I would have completely failed this test.
It's short, that's why I chose option 2. I knew that earlier.
In our final scenario, Pooja attends our handball game and has a very big decision to make.
Sathya, you're doing well. Wait till they open.
Now they close.
Remove the chairs for the song. I know. Just wait a second. Yo, are you my assistant or something?
Yes.
Okay. Are you having fun? Pick up this and cool. That one. You know him? He says he's not having fun. He's tense. He's wondering if the recording is coming up.
Oh my gosh, state championships. Can you believe it?
Yeah, I just wish I had the chance to score 1 goal. I mean, you're our team's #1 scorer. You've scored so many goals and have been most valuable player practically every game. I haven't scored any goals all season.
Well, maybe you'll get a chance today. Let's see what happens. Good luck.
Okay, team, I realize that this has been a tough game, but the defenders are getting weak. This is our perfect chance to score that 1 goal. Pooja, I believe in you. The whole team believes in you. You got this. Remember, get yourself spread and open, so whoever has the ball can pass and we can make a smooth goal. Now get your head in the game. There are only 2 minutes left on the clock, and we are down 1 goal. Pooja, we are counting on you to get this one. Come on, guys. This is it. Pooja, 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 Pooja. Looks like I won't be getting that goal. Come on, you only need one goal and we can win this. Let's go. Here, pass here. I'm open.
I'm not going to let you guys win.
We'll see about that. Come on, guys. We got this. Go and score.
I can either win this for my team by scoring the goal, or pass the ball to Ananda and give her a chance to score.
Let's go. Advance the ball. Only 30 seconds on the clock.
Give it up. If you don't score now, we will win.
Just watch.
Let's go. Move it now.
Come on, Pooja. I've got you. Pass here.
Is it really worth passing it to her? She might not make it. I know I can get this in by myself.
Sometimes we are forced to make decisions without a split second's hesitation. Here, Pooja has the ball and can score the team a national championship title. However, keep in mind that Ananda also expressed her interest to score at least one goal, and this could be her only opportunity to do so. What should Pooja do? Should she, in option 1, keep the ball, or in option 2, pass the ball? You will now have 1 minute to confer amongst yourselves.
Pass the ball. Keep it. I'm for keeping the ball. I'm very egoistic. Sign the
Is there a side way you're going?
Time is up, and everyone in favor of option 1, keep the ball, raise your hands.
Yeah, keep the ball. Keep it.
And everyone in favor of option 2, pass the ball. It appears as if option 2, pass the ball, is the majority. Let's see what happens.
Number 3, pass it, and then shoot it.
I can make it, but Ananda is open, and I haven't passed to her the entire game. Win or lose, this is a team effort.
15 seconds left.
And victory to the red team. What a great game.
Shake it off, guys. Don't take it too hard. We still made it to the state championships.
Oh no, I've let the entire team down.
Hey, you were awesome on the field. You just kept running even when all the other players were trying to steal the ball. You were really determined.
You aren't upset with me for missing the goal? We lost because of me. You probably shouldn't have passed to me.
We're a team, and it's important that we all work together to win.
Teamwork is always better than doing something single-handedly. I am so proud of both of you girls for showing such great teamwork. More practice, and I am sure that we will be unstoppable. I know you guys are upset that you didn't win, but teamwork is of most importance.
You look
As you can see, life is filled with many little dilemmas. We are forced to make decisions and deal with the consequences of those decisions. But with Swami's help, he will always guide us in the right direction.
Life is full of ups and downs.
We all face challenges,
which we must face with equanimity. Sometimes making decisions can be hard.
But with Swami always by our side,
We can get through anything.
Swami says to listen to your conscience, because your conscience is the voice of God.
It will guide you to make the right decision. His teachings will guide us through any predicament that we may face in our daily lives.
He is there whenever we need him.
Ask, and he shall respond.
Any buyer's remorse there? Did he select the right team? At least I sponsored the right team. You know, the problem about dilemma is that it is not a choice between right and wrong. It's often the choice between two seemingly right options. With that, we are coming to the last few items of the day. Thank you so much for sitting patiently. Talking of patience, just the other day, I was thinking about our dear Swami and his patience with us. He never lost hope in us. He was there twice every day, giving us his darshan, sparshan, and submersion. Let's do a quick math. I told you long ago that I'm not good at math, but I'm going to do it. At a very conservative estimate, he spent 70 years teaching us values. Let's just take 325 days a year. I'm even leaving out 40 days. And 4 hours of darshan a day. I know it's way less than what he did, but even that yields, any calculators? 70 multiplied by 325 multiplied by 4, a whopping 91,000. Let me repeat, 91,000 hours makes every effort of ours pale into insignificance. But do not despair. Vijay is here again with some important analysis on the survey. May I have the lights off?
Sathya, it's me again, Vijay from Group 3. As you know, we kept the most important question till the end. So far, we saw the views regarding kids, quiet time, and also relationship to spirituality. Now, as we near the end of our program, we have the all-important question 1. In your opinion, how disciplined are you? As you can see from the analysis, wow, over 85% of you think you are mostly to very consistent in terms of discipline. That is great to see, but I wonder if this data is skewed. What I know is this. We did the survey only among the Sai Center members. Are they disciplined by nature or by practice? It is remarkable that an only honest 1% said that you are not disciplined at all. Makes you think, right? For question 2, I'm here to analyze the reasons why our center members are disciplined. The question reads, what makes you disciplined or not? We have listed some of the reasons you think you are disciplined on the screen. This is not the entire list, but an interesting sample. I will read a few of them now. For being disciplined, we have fear of God, and being disciplined helps me to be in peace, not get overloaded, and to keep my commitments to self and others and at work and family. For not being disciplined, we have laziness and the fact that I fail to stand by my words. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for taking the time to respond to our survey. Of course, there is still one very important question that is not yet to be revealed so far. That will be part of our next item. Thank you.
With all those reasons being talked about, I have one goal now. To be disciplined enough not to say too much or too little. Oh, did I say goals and discipline in the same breath? Oops. That's the topic of next item. My group 3 and group 4 boys. We have an energetic bunch of 18 boys. 11 in group 3 and 7 in group 4. I do not want to say too much about them, as I am also one of their teachers. What can I say other than they have spontaneous feelings of altruism. They are embarking upon clarifying their dreams and goals. They like to separate themselves from others as a rebel or a maverick. But importantly, they also begin to understand the true significance of 5 human values and how they relate to each other. Here is Suri Bangala, our Group 3 teacher, to introduce the Group 3 and 4 items. Suri.
My pranams to our dear Lord. Sai Ram everyone. I can't see any of you with this light. Sai Ram. It's a privilege for me to stand here on behalf of the Group 3 and Group 4 teachers, on behalf of Amit, John and Murali. It's also a privilege to stand here before you to introduce the presentation from our Group 3 and Group 4 boys. But before I introduce, let me ask you 2 quick questions. How many of you are here? I know Nikhil said 75 of you actually responded. How many of you who are here actually responded to the questionnaire? Quick show of hands. Okay. How many of you were here last week when the young adults spoke about SMART goals and fear? Okay. Some of you. Why am I talking about this in the context of the Group 3, Group 4 boys presentation? Because these children over the last 2 months set some SMART goals about discipline and have followed those goals, and they will share with you their experience of going through this, setting the SMART goals and being smart about following the discipline. What about the third aspect of the fear that the young adults talked about? See, standing here and making a presentation is not a pleasant task for many of these boys. Some of them relish it, but many of them don't. So that is the fear they are conquering in getting this experience in standing before you and making these presentations when they can hardly see you with these lights. But anyway, Aditya, please.
Oh, okay. Saram, everyone. Saram. Oh, come on, you can do better than that. There you go. I'd like to start off this spectacular event by telling my amazing audience a story. Now, be me, a teenager up at a regular time for, school day, 11:30 p.m. Can you guess what I'm doing? No, not YouTube. I'm not binge watching my favorite show on Netflix. The 140 characters of Twitter are far from my mind, believe me. I was actually checking and writing down my discipline task for the day. Now, while we already showed great discipline in simply jotting down these tasks, you may be wondering, why and what were we doing this for? Well, that, my dear audience, is what I'm here to tell you about. Yes, this E-Day, we're going to talk about discipline. No plays, no gimmicks, just a serious talk on discipline. I mean, we even have the hallmark of seriousness itself, PowerPoints. Now, I promise you, we're not going to try to bore you, at least not intentionally. Our goal is to keep our light, jovial tone that we try to keep in all of our presentations. And now that I've prepared you for this, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, great. Well, to continue this, here's Prem.
All stories start with the beginning. This story begins with two parents. One of them happens every Memorial Day weekend at the Psi Retreat. On the Saturday, students from centers across the region participate in a LEAP project. This is usually very interesting and fun for everyone to do, but we usually have some trouble with it as Easwaramma Day happens so close. This year, we and our group 3 and 4 teachers were determined to do something better. Sai?
Saram, everybody. My name is Sai. I'm a Group 3 student. And so you guys wondering what the other parent is?
Yeah.
All right, patience. So be disciplined and have a ceiling on your curiosity. Didn't get it? Okay. In class, we learned about the 5 items of the ceiling and desires and the 5 Ds. Do you know what they are? No? Okay. Well, one of the 5 Ds is discipline, the challenge of consistency, which most of us, why, almost all of us, have in some way or the other. After many interesting discussions, yes, our classes are interesting.
Really?
Yes, Saram, you should drop by sometime, just check it out. And where was I? About many discussions later, bingo, there we go. Why not have a semester-long project on discipline? This will be a good application of principles. Why not do this for Easwaramma Day? And maybe a version of this for LEAP as well? And even better, you, our loyal audience, would you not like to know more about what we do? Thank you.
Saram, everyone. My name is Raman. And here's how we set up to do it. Let me get down to the nitty-gritty. Pay close attention. It's okay to take notes. Just no phones, though. In our case, the guide is in the detail. We decided on 2 sets of data. Set 1 is from you all in the form of a survey on discipline, which I am happy to say that 75 of you chose to respond. And also interviews of some of our very own members, done by our Group 3 and Group 4 sisters. Neil?
Set 2 is a more difficult one. We decided to test ourselves. Now, how many times have you seen kids like us willingly take up testing? Never, right? Oh well, for the sake of full disclosure, we had some gentle persuasions from our teachers. Each of us took up 3 goals that were really meaning to us, goals that will really, lead us to self-improvement. Goals such as do your homework daily by 7:30, or say 21 Gayatri Mantras at 9:30 p.m. In the next few minutes, we will tell you how well we did and try to correlate our trackings with what you expressed in the survey. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a long justification for the title, Correlated Consistency, besides the fact that it sounds very formal and serious. Uday.
Alright, here's the overview of our goals. So we had
10 students doing 3 goals for at least 35 days, yielding a good 1,050 student track goals. Notice that almost all of us subjected ourselves to tracking. Did you know we use a SMART technique to specify our goals? What is SMART? See it on this slide. So, judging by what students chose, it looks like the most common goals that we could track were doing our daily prayers and finishing our homework on time. However, the most common task that we had problem with is waking up on time and helping at home. So as you can see, there's a wide variety of tasks, but a lot of commonality as well. And now on to Raji.
And now, let us get a little more specific. How good were we in tracking? Almost 90% of us tracked it for over 20 days or above. Good for us. Just as a comparison on the adult survey, where 85% of you said you were disciplined. Lishan?
We can track all we want, but did we really do the tasks? 50% of the kids were able to do their tasks for 75% or more of the days. On the survey for question 3 and 4, on keeping commitments and resolutions, we asked how many adults are able to keep their commitments in the last 6 months. The survey said 86 of you kept your commitments in the last 6 months, and 88 of you are consistent with your resolutions. That's incredible. We had tasks related to quite some time. We tracked it and we were satisfied 55% of the time. Of you have more than 3 hours of quiet time. That's also incredible. Sai, Saket.
Now that we had enough of graphs, pie charts, and line diagrams, I'm sure you're all very interested. Now, let me show you only one more graph. Please list 3 areas you would like to see some improvement from us SSC students. The chart we see here shows the areas you wanted us to improve on. Yes, the list is large. The next chart shows the most frequently wanted areas of improvement from us. Silence during budgets and outside, 24%. Obedience, listening, respecting parents, 11%. Attendance, consistency in homework, etc., 9%. And helping at center, 8%. And greeting people, 8%. We are thankful for your observations and make sure to improve on these areas in the future. Now to Anish.
The next list comes from several interesting areas that were pointed out. Eating healthy, watch less TV, less use of devices, and learn to ignore small things and focus on the big ones.
Are we well disciplined? See for yourself.
Sairam, at this point in time, you may well ask, what did we learn from our exercise? Here is what we learned. Number 1, some of us have a starting problem. But once we start, we are able to continue for a long time. For that, the remedy is to start with something small. Something that can be done very easily and quickly. Number 2, for most, starting is easy. It is easy to keep your resolution once, maybe even for a month. But to keep it for a year? Actually, year after year requires willpower, patience, and hard work. Number 3, long-term gains are much more important and they come slowly. Now for Rahul.
Sairam,
During the course of the semester, we covered the many facets of discipline. Here are a few of them. Discipline is giving preference of what we have to do over what we want to do. And we all must suffer one of two things: the pain of discipline or the regret of disappointment, which no one wants to face, of course. And over the course of time, mankind has faced the challenge of defining talent and skill. Talent is what we have naturally, whereas skill is developed after hours and hours and hours of beating on your craft. And what did Swami say? Devotion is the head, duty is the trunk, and discipline the feet. Let devotion be linked with duty and led by discipline, then success is certain. Sairam. Now to stand up.
We have made a start. We know there's a long road ahead of us, whether it is straight, winding, hilly, or full of potholes. We know that discipline helps, and we will use it as our feet to walk it. Thank you so much for being disciplined during our presentation. And here's a limerick that says it all. We gamely set out on these tasks of SSC, and lamely thought it would be very easy. But the tasks we track leave us no slack. We're the much chested boys of SSC. And here are those boys of SSC.
Put the lights on.
Moonlight, lights on.
Good job, guys. Good job.
Wasn't that good? How many times do you see young people taking up something and consistently following it up? We are nearing the conclusion of the program. Hopefully, we were able to do justice to what we claimed at the beginning. Engage, educate, entertain, and elevate. But these achievements of objectives could not have been done without the cooperation and collaboration of many people. First thanks goes to my friends in groups 1 through 4 who seem to have thoroughly enjoyed the event and participated enthusiastically. These are the kids, there are kids in the audience as well who, although we're not in the teams, cheered us and supported us. Thanks to each one of you. The parents and grandparents made this possible for us by bringing the kids here, both to the event and to Swami's fort. Thank you so much for that. It's amazing how many different people doing very different tasks in very many different areas came together with one objective: to make this event happen. To my fellow committee members, the planners, implementers, the logistics people, volunteers, ushers, equipment operators, and I'm sure I'm forgetting a good many. The family members of all these people. To you, all, we say our sincere thanks. A big thank you is also due to you, the audience, for being the best supportive audience ever. And nothing will be complete without our respect to Swami, who was with us throughout the program. No, I have not forgotten my teaching team, the 13 other teachers who have now gathered in front of you. These are my friends, my critics, my advisors, who toiled several days to put the program through. We are all here to offer a teacher's prayer called I Believe.
I believe that each of my students is your child.
I believe that they are a reflection of your love.
I believe that each child possesses a special talent.
That you are entrusting me to help them discover these gifts.
And nurture those talents.
I believe each child is trying to find you.
And that I can be a model of how to live.
How to live and how to pray.
I believe that it is my job is actually a mission, a ministry.
That you have chosen me in this time and in this place to be here for these kids.
I believe that there is nothing haphazard about my day.
About the experiences with my students and with their parents.
It is all a part of your plan.
I believe that you have chosen me, Lord. I believe. Thank you so much. We will now have our finale, a song rendition by Sai Siddhika and Sweta. This will be followed by Aarti. Once again, thank you so much, Saira, Siddhika and Sweta.
Mother, oh Mother Saima, you mean the whole world to me. Saima, Mother, oh Mother Saima, you are the light of my life. Saima, in times of trouble and despair, I call your name, you're always there. You guide me forever each day. With all your love, you show me the way. How can we thank you, oh dear Saima, for all your patience and love, Saima.
mean the whole world to me, Sai Ma.
Om Tat Sat Shri Narayana Purushottam